Right then, glove on, synced up. Let's try again. So I'm just about to set off and my phone rings and it's work, and apparently I know. Oh, this is news actually. So yeah, second part of my day. I have no idea if this is a new video or not. Right, camera's in a new position. I don't know when he was reversing down there, but he was obviously waiting for me. So, yeah, so I'm changing jobs. This is the next bit of news. Maybe this should be a second video, I don't know. It probably will be. Hello, I'm Slow Rider. So, yeah, I'm getting a new job, and it's been a bit of a whirlwind, and it kind of links into what happened at the start of May, which I can't go into because future video, but yeah, basically I heard through the grapevine that lateral transfers were allowed in the company, so moving sideways in job positions, and I requested a move, but the move I requested wasn't technically a lateral move. It's more of a downgrade. It's only a slight downgrade. It's about £400 or something a year less money in raw terms, but it's basically the same job. Less responsibility, fewer days working, Sundays thrown in, more opportunity for overtime. They are slightly longer shifts, but because they're shifts, I get shift allowance, which means I get more money. Basically, from that alone, I get more money, but I don't then have to pay for the insurance for commuting on the bikes, which I estimate is something like £400 a year. And then obviously, because I won't be commuting to work on the bike, that means I'm not paying for the fuel, which I estimate to be about, I don't know, £700 a year. And I won't be working on my own anymore, which means my mental health side of things will actually improve. Or at least that's the theory, because I know who I'm working with some of the time. So, yeah, it's all dandy, frankly. But yeah, I asked my boss for it, and you know, put down, well, financially I'm going to be much better off, and mental health wise I'm going to be much better off, because I mean, particularly over the last 6 weeks, which I can't really go into, it's been a struggle. Well, some bits if I can. As an example of this, I had a week off, went to IPO in Liverpool, International Pop Overthrow, which is kind of a music festival, which takes place in the Cavern Club and Cavern Pub, and it gets very loud. And anyway, me and my other half, we picked up a bug, rather nasty bug. I don't think it's COVID, but I mean, some of the symptoms you can match up with COVID, you know, because COVID it has similar symptoms to the flu because it's a coronavirus. Anyway, so it could have been anything, basically, is the point I'm getting to. But yeah, it knocked me out for like the second half of that week. We missed a load of bands that we wanted to go and see. And we've felt really crap ever since then, so, you know, could have been. And yeah, then just this week my oven broke. Well, I say broke, no, there's like a sensor in it that detects whether the oven is hot enough. Which is, in theory, if the pilot light's gone out, if the flames have gone out and it's just sending out gas, that's kind of a bad thing. Yeah, if the sensor doesn't think the oven is hot enough, it switches off the gas because it thinks that the oven isn't lit. And, you know, it's a safety thing. I get it, it's a safety thing, but it seems to be malfunctioning. So it doesn't think the oven is ever hot enough, and therefore it cuts the gas off. At least that appears to be what the problem is, so, you know. This just adds, all adds into it. It is. Anyway, so I've been getting away from really the point that I was making, I think. I don't know. Yeah, so I put in for this move, and my boss said, well, yeah, it's downgrade of staff though, so union are going to say no, so yeah, you're stuck where you are. I suggest you speak to your union and, you know, get them to sort it out. And I know people aren't going to like this, and I'm sorry, I know unions have a place, but I'm not a member of a union, and there are very long, complicated reasons why I'm not a member of a union, but suffice to say, me and the unions do not get on. And we'll leave it at that. Or should I say union reps? Probably a better way to say it. So, yeah. That's a non-starter. So I sent an email. I said, look, I'm not being funny, not in the union, don't know who you expect me to contact about it. I wonder at that point, who the hell's running the company? Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I didn't get an answer to that. Basically, who am I supposed, you know, not a member of the union, what am I supposed to do? And no answer. So I happen to know someone who wants my job, my current job, and I said to him, look, you know, I put in for transfer, see what happens. And he's like, oh cool, okay, I'll ask about the job. And he asked, and my boss said, yeah, no, there's no job at the minute, he's still there. I'll let you know when there is a job available. Doesn't make my boss sound very useful, to be honest. So he is a member of the union, so he emailed the union and they said, well, you know, if I'm a member of the union it'd make things a lot easier, but there's not a lot we can do until I'm a member. So yeah, oh well. But he also emailed one of the area managers, and the area manager said, what the hell, come on guys, get on with it. So he said to one of his subordinates, get this sorted, look into it, see what we can do. She asked HR, can we do this? And HR said, well, if the union are happy with it. And she asked the union, and the union said, yeah, we don't see a problem with it. And now it's going ahead. And yeah, so I finally got a day for when I'm actually going to be working there. I've got something in my leg then. So the answer to the question who runs the company is ultimately the area bosses, but they still have to ask people. I really don't understand why they have to ask people. So I was checking my camera's still on. I really don't understand why they have to ask around all the time. Why has it brought me this way? I didn't want it to bring me this way. yeah, I've got a new job, and there was a whole thing of, well, you know, it might be this week, maybe you'll start there that week. That's what we're looking at. Anyway, a friend of mine who works in the office that the new job's in, essentially doing the same job, just as I was leaving Grindleford, she phoned up and she said, "So when were you going to tell me?" Trade secrets. I didn't actually know, this is the thing, so I wanted to be sure before I said anything. Actually, to be fair, I kind of thought, wouldn't it be a great surprise if I just walked in on the first day, "Hey guys," but they would know anyway because it'd be on the roster. I don't know why I bothered thinking that, but... Anyway, so they've got to organise basically a day before my first shift for me to come in and... yeah, work basically, so I can learn the ropes, etc. I know the job, I've worked there before many times. One of the reasons why I picked it. But whatever, you know, got to come in, get keys, lock her out, go through codes and stuff, and then I officially start the day after on a Wednesday, which is going to cut down my editing time a little bit, potentially. But it might actually increase the amount of time I've got to go out and film. So I guess I could use filming time for editing. I don't know. We'll see. So I now know what my last day in my current office is and what my first day in the new office is, which is kind of interesting because it gives me basically 2 days, well, one day, the Monday to sort out what I'm doing, because the second day will be going in and familiarising myself with the new environment before I start, and I think they said it's 6:45, so that's cool. I might see if someone wants to swap the 2 late shifts, because I think it's 2 6:45s and then I think it's 6:15 shifts, which I don't mind. I quite like the early shifts, but it probably means getting a bus. Ugh. But yeah, I think it's going to save me a shed load of money. I'm going to be better off, and that means I can do more trips, potentially, in the more time off that I've got. It's all good, and I'm really enjoying the riding today. I genuinely am. I have missed this so much. Hello, sir. I am smiling today. I'm quite happy. The news has cheered me up, on top of actually being out for a ride on this, which feels wonderful. No, don't rain, no, I have my summer gear on, it's supposed to be sunny, come on, play fair. Oh, this is bad. in the configuration I've got my jacket and trousers. They haven't got the full winter lining in, but they should be relatively water resistant. I have my summer gloves on though. I do have a spare pair of gloves in the trunk, so I can change into them, I guess. My boots are also my summer boots, so I could really do without the rain right now. They're not too bad, but they have a very leaky point. Noticed the 360 camera may not have recorded very much in the first part of this day trip, so I think I might put it back at some point into the forward position. And last time I came through Whaley Bridge, this road was closed. And the only way to go around was that road back there. That's because they were redoing this bridge, I think. It is a splendiferous looking bridge. I think they've only painted it though. I don't think they've changed much. Anyway, who knows? Hello, sir. Good day to you, sir. Hello. I wonder which road they have just come down. I am very much of a debating nature right now. Think. Oh, and now our lights change. Yes, I'm skipping past you all. Mwah ha 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 ha. Mwah ha ha ha. Oh God. Mwah ha 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 ha. Masterful stuff. Now I've got to hope that I'm actually quicker than him. I don't get my name for nothing. Hello, sir. I am here. Please to be letting me past. See, I can't see. How frustrating. How utterly frustrating. I don't trust it enough with the cyclist there. Fucking cyclists! Service isn't much better than last time I came down here. I came around here once and there was snow here. It wasn't really winter. I think it was March, April time. But there was a heavy snowfall overnight and it was melting under the sun. And you had lumps of snow in the middle of the road here. I don't know if I've got any footage of it now. It was that, I think it was a couple of years ago. Coming out of the pandemic, I think. I might not make it all the way back on this camera battery to the stopping point, because I really need to sort this rear camera out. I do not do it here because I can. Yes, that joint. It's a low SD card speed. That's disappointing. Whoa, 2 hours. So it recorded 9 minutes. It's recorded nothing. I'm taking it off from here. So apparently that only recorded 7 minutes. That's deeply frustrating. Because I have a low SD card. So I've basically reformatted the 4 memory cards that failed. Well, I'll explain that another time. But I had 4 memory cards that failed. And I reformatted them, and well, there's one that didn't want to format, and okay, fine. But it looks like these are basically dead as well, so that's annoying. The problem is you don't know until you use them, so let's see how much of this we can record before the main camera battery dies. Biker buddies! This bit of road is a little bit boring now, but hopefully we get to the exciting bit and the camera still works. I say the exciting bit, it's 50-mile-an-hour bends, but you never know. It might be exciting. heavier foot is required. Sir or madam, I'll be a madam, you never know. Village life. Don't talk to me about life. Goodbye, Ashford in the water. At some point you're going to want to speed up. I know you are. Please make it some point soon. Anytime now. Just whenever you're ready, you go for it. You know, you put that foot to the floor, and it makes your car go a bit faster. Over here, are you? Oh man. Bloody cars. Why buy a big car if you can't drive it very well? 30, come on dude. Pick up the pace just a smidgen, just a little bit. Just give me some idea that you know how to drive a car. You can do it, come on. make it. Oh man. Any bikes here I recognise? No, it is open though. That is always a good sign. And the camera made it. That's nice. That's a nice. Oh, my phone disconnected. How much battery we got? 66. That's alright then. What do we got? We got something undecided. Royal Enfield, him, whatever. Two of them, in fact. Two of them together. Two buddies, presumably. Is that another one? Not sure. Maybe. I have no idea what the one over there is. I shall have to take a closer look. I'll let you know soon. Anyway, we're at Yonderman's. Oh! See you in the next one.